Hi, today we're here and we're going to be changing the oil on our John Deere 125, getting ready for the winter season. Before we started here, we fired up the lawnmower and let it run for a few minutes, drove it around a little bit, and that helps the oil heat up. And now we're ready to drain the oil. And on the right side of the tractor, right down here, is your drain plug. And I put just part of an ice cream pail to help guide the oil out further here. So with this, all you have to do if you look in close here, there's a pin, and you got to rotate this clockwise until that little pin lines up with that slot, and then you can just pull it out. So there, I've got it rotated, and now we're gonna pull out. And it's always a good idea to be working outside, and here I have a piece of cardboard underneath to catch any that we spill. There's a bunch of grime on there that is preventing this from coming off. Let's see if we can see what's going on better here. It's a good idea to also have some shop towels or paper towels ready. So there's definitely a bunch of grime there. I'm just rotating this back and forth to get it worked out. And there we go. I guess I lost my catcher, but it seems to be working just fine, so we're going to let this drain. Now, while it's draining, you also want to pop the top and crack the top. That's going to relieve the pressure and let all the oil come out. So we'll let that drain and then we'll be back. Okay, as you can see, that's about done. So next we're going to walk over to the other side and we're going to pull off the oil filter. And it's very handy to have a filter wrench. It attaches to a socket and gives you a little extra power to loosen this up. So we're going to slide that on and we're going to turn counterclockwise. And I did slip a paper towel underneath it to try to catch some of the stuff that's going to fall out. It's actually moving. I'm going to grab a little more paper towel and we're going to try to wedge it right underneath there like so. And I am going to grab my garbage bag, which seems to have blown away, but I have one in my pocket.
It's overlooked.
So I am going to get this right up under here as well, and we're just going to try to slide this right into here. To try to catch as much of the mess as possible. So once I had that loosened with the wrench, I was able to work the rest of it off with my hand. You can see it starting to leak. And there we go. Get that right into our bag. Some paper towels there. Try to dab as much of that up as possible. Alright, so now I can grab another paper towel here and then we'll pull it off. Try to soak up some of the stuff that's still in here. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. So we did take off the John Deere AM 125 424 oil filter. Due to availability, this year I am trying a Fram PH 8170, which according to several sources on the internet, that's a cross that will work. Now this oil filter, I'm going to go ahead and take this over to my used oil pan, dump it upside down to let all the oil drain out of that. Alright, we will be back to that momentarily. Alright, so here is our Fram oil filter. And everything I read about it seems to indicate this is a very well built filter for Fram. Some people think they have it made by somebody else. It's not their typical style. So very heavy duty, feels about the same weight as the John Deere model. And it was, I think it was about $8 or $9 at Farm and Fleet. So what we're gonna do is we are going to clean up what's left of our mess down here. Try to get a bunch of the dirt and grime that's underneath this area. We've also got some build up around it on this machined face where the filter seals against there. We're gonna clean that up as well. Try to soak up the rest of this old oil here as much as I can. And now we will be ready to install the new filter. Now, due to the fact that this is going on horizontally, we cannot easily pre-fill this with oil, but with any oil filter you'll want to wet the gasket with some new oil. We are using 10W30, which is recommended for the winter season because we're going to be attaching a snowblower here. So this is the recommended oil for the cold temperatures that we will be running this in this winter. So I'm just gonna wet that seal. Put that back on. And then we are just gonna line this up. Spin it on until it's snug. And now we'll just grab our wrench and we'll give it a little more here. Oh, now that of course doesn't fit. Alright. Alright. So we've completed letting this drain. We're going to pull this out of here. Wipe this off, try to clean as much of the grime off as we can. This I've already cleaned. And then we're just going to simply slide that back on. What are we stuck on? There we go. And then we're going to rotate it to lock it into place. Wipe this up as best we can. In the springtime, I think we will give this thing a thorough cleaning, but not today. Alright, so the last step here is to fill with new oil, and we're gonna put 10W30 in, as I said, for the winter season, for running the snowblower. Capacity is 1.9 quarts, so we'll do that. You just want to put it in slowly so it doesn't overfill your funnel. And that's how to change oil on a John Deere 125 automatic. Please like and subscribe.